You know what makes this centered on the center different this year, Huntington Beach? Usually there'd be crowds of people looking at more than 175 artists with 250 works of art. But it's COVID time, and the city wanted to press ahead, press forward, and have this tradition of celebrating the local artists. And they did just that with this edition, COVID-friendly, with the latest surge by a reservation system. So a new group, Huntington Beach, just came in. So every hour, 30 or so people are grouped together by reservation and to come in to see the wonderful works of art here at Centered on the Center at the Huntington Beach Art Center.
I love it. I love the digital artwork. I never experienced digital before. This is the first, I wouldn't say the first time, but it's the first time I tried something that it was different. It wasn't free, it is freehand, but it's difficult for me to do freehand without putting my hand in whatever I need to work on. So it's quite different. It is addicting. It is, I get like an adrenaline rush. I have to be on it, like I have to use it.
Yeah, first time here, yep, under COVID conditions. It's a little sparse tonight, but a lot of great art here. And I'm really happy that my piece behind me is featured here in the show. You know, with action painting, you really get the body involved. So I start with the canvas on the floor, I move around the perimeter, and I have the paint can in my hand and my tools, and just keep applying paint to that canvas until the image emerges.
A special feature of this year's Centered on the Center is from the Huntington Harbor Art Association and their pop-up. Well, Huntington Beach, another Centered on the Center, with centered on responsibility as the city still combats the latest surge of COVID. But with reservations of groups of 30 or more, hour by hour, it all works for everyone's safety. For Surf City Highlights, I'm Matt Liffern.
Fantastic! Conrad!
T-Con, Celebrator in!
Wow! Congratulations! Way to go, Joanna!
I'm so hungry after 13 miles. I'm gonna eat this all up.
Today, The famous Boy Scout Troop number 1 visited the trails of the wetlands of the Bolsa Chica, courtesy of the Bolsa Chica Conservancy.
It's great. We love the outdoors. We're Troop 1, we're an outdoor troop. And even though this is local, it's always great to be out here to show the kids what we have in our backyard, what nature we have to appreciate and to learn from. So it's a great feeling to be here with the kids. And the turnout with the number of scouts is great. To be here with Mr. Brendan is awesome. Kind of always awesome to bump into him, and in this capacity, it's
so cool to see Troop 1 out here. It's a place I spent a lot of really happy years with my son as he was going through the Boy Scout program. And it's great to see how each generation of, there's sort of like a shift of every couple of years of new boys into the troop, and some age in, some age out, and it's an ever constantly changing landscape of young faces. But these guys are out here today for a very important reason. Getting into the outdoors, which is such an important part of scouting. And they'll learn a lot today. They'll learn about how the wetlands are the filter for the ocean, trapping a lot of pollutants that come down the channels from upstream.
All of that water drains from the top of the bowl, which is our mountains, and down into the lower ends. We are a part of the Santa Ana River watershed, which is over 2,000 square miles and goes as inland as Big Bear. So we definitely have to worry about watershed pollution here in the Bolsa Chica wetlands, because a lot of that trash cannot be broken down by the bacteria I talked about earlier. We get mattresses, we've removed a bed frame, you name it, we've probably removed at least a part of it from the wetlands because of this runoff channel.
The tour obviously gives an opportunity for a little give and take, a little question and answers, and very thoughtful questions from the Boy Scout Troop 1.
If humans can see water, can fish see air?
I don't know. Air is much less dense, and in a sense, oh God, that's
way how they use extensive measures to protect the habitat.
Never knew that there was the plankton was producing this much air for the world. I always thought it was just the trees and the plants, but now that I learned this ecosystem seems a lot more interesting than it used to. I also learned how much trash comes through here.
And I learned that there is multiple, 400 birds here, and there is we learned 7 plants today.
I learned there's a lot of very diverse wildlife here, and a lot of our community, a lot of what we depend on, how we live, depends on this wonderful ecosystem we have here.
The amazing Bolsa Chica wetlands, yes, here to educate, to inspire, especially a whole new crop of scouting here in Huntington Beach. For Source City Highlights, I'm Matt Liffering.
This event is called Fish with the Force. It's a collaboration between the City of Huntington Beach Police Department, and the California Department of Fish and Wildlife.
I think it's great that Huntington Beach is sponsoring this. I enjoy doing it.
Sure, I'm glad we're here. There's 9 of us. There's 9 volunteers here from the California Department of Fish and Wildlife.
Yep.
That's a great turnout for us. This is a great family thing. I'm surprised to see how many parents are here.
Oh yeah,
supporting the kids.
Yeah.
So the kids that come in today, they went through 5 stations. It was the biology and ecology, a bait presentation, safety and ethics, handling, and casting. So basically, we gave them little bits of information that hopefully will help them become a good beginner angler.
Because what does a trout go off of?
Color.
Sight. Yes. These 3, trout, bluegill, bass, all go off of visual. The bottom fish is a catfish, and they go across the bottom, and they go off of smell.
At Station 1, we're going to be learning about fish anatomy as well as aquatic ecosystems. So basically, we're just going to be learning a little bit about the fish and the environment that they live in.
So we have volunteers from the Department's Natural Resources Volunteer Program, Fishing in the City, Kiwanis, Huntington Beach Fishing Club, and the Huntington Beach Police Department helping the kids today once they're out on the lake fishing.
We're teaching life skills, and we're teaching kids that police officers are approachable, that we're friendly, that we're there to help them, that we're not just there to always do enforcement, and that we're there to friends, and that we can help them. This is the greatest thing in the world. When I came here and I started talking to the kids, I got mobbed, and they were asking question upon question upon question, which is somewhat normal for kids, but the level of comfort with the police officers was something that was, to me, that was so refreshing, because it doesn't happen in every community, but it shows you there's been some prior work and some good work on behalf of prior chiefs and prior police personnel to get this community to where they're comfortable with the police officers. My goal is to just build on that and enhance on that.
Never gets old. I love our partnership with the city, with the police department, with Huntington Beach Fishing Club. It's a long-standing partnership that's, started with me in 2005. So it's a great, the partnership that we have with the city is a great one, and I hope it only continues to remain so.
All right. Okay, girl. Hold on to the pliers.
How did you do that?
Hold on to the pliers.
Hold
tight. Okay, there you go.
Guys, somebody in my fishing rod's stuck. That's my spot. This fishing rod.
That's
my spot right now. Dude, we're in the middle of some.
It's okay. All right.
Wet and oily.
There you go. You see how that looks? Does that look delicious?
No, not at all.
If you're a fish, that looks delicious.
Well, City Hall is officially reopened, but did you know that the city of Huntington Beach has spent a considerable amount of time, energy, and resources in making your life a lot more convenient? Because now you don't necessarily have to come here for everything.
Take, for instance, the permit process. Go to the city's website and meet ACELA. ACELA, or ACA Citizens Access, takes the permit process from beginning to end, all online. Even if you have multiple projects or just want to get more help. You can start the passport procedure and avoid lines and waiting times, courtesy of your city clerk's office. Report issues important to the community, from abandoned vehicles to graffiti to tree maintenance. But what's really new is Surf City Break. It's the new go-to community hub for the latest and factual city information that comes to your desktop or cell phone. Make a trip in or be on the go. The city of Huntington Beach is here to serve you conveniently and factually. Check it out.